All right guys, let's jump into it. Kevo Properties was founded in 2010, and we've grown from just 2 agents to over 250 agents in both the Oklahoma City and the Tulsa market. And we now bounce back and forth between the 3rd and the 4th largest brokerage in the Oklahoma City area. And I think if you're gonna be successful in anything, especially in business, you have to solve a problem. Kevo set out to solve 2 problems when we first started. The first is 75% of real estate agents sell less than 6 houses a year. Now, if you're in California and the average sales price is $800,000, you can probably make a pretty good living. Here in Oklahoma, you might be making $12,000 to $15,000. Great part-time income, but not great full-time income. The next problem is 80% of real estate agents quit in their first year of real estate. And that statistic goes on to say that 87% quit in their first 2 years. There's almost a 90% turnover rate in the real estate industry. I don't share these statistics to scare people away from getting into real estate, more so to set their expectations so that they know how important it is to pick the right brokerage for you where you're at in your career. And so some of the common mistakes we see people make, the first one is they might pick a brokerage because of the location. Before the internet, the location was very, very important, right? You want to live down the street from your office so you can drive in there, print stuff, you can go in and get training, you can talk to your broker, there might be computers in there because everyone didn't own a personal computer. Now, you can be a real estate agent from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be anywhere tied to an office. And really, our training is in the field, so location of an office doesn't really matter anymore. The next mistake that people might make when they're picking a brokerage is joining one because they know someone that's at that brokerage. And they think, if I know that person, this acquaintance, this friend, this family member, they're gonna give me the help that I need to be successful. And the reality is, that person you know, there's a high probability that they're not having the success that they want, and they're not really gonna be able to show you how to have that success. But even if they are in the top 20% or the top 10%, their job is not to train you. Their job is to sell real estate. So the key is to find someone whose job it is to make sure you're successful. Don't find someone who can help you or wants to help you, but find someone whose job it is to help you be successful in real estate. The next mistake people make is joining a brokerage because they're looking for the right brand. Again, before the internet, the brand used to be important. I used to want to join a big brokerage because they had all the listings and all the buyers. Now that the internet exists, anyone can see any listing and any buyer can be accessed immediately. Most clients, think about the last time you worked with a real estate agent. Do you even know what company they work for? Most people work with you as a real estate agent, not because of what brand you're with. Brand doesn't really matter as much anymore in the age of the internet when access is available to everybody. The next mistake people make, and sometimes we see this as the biggest, is people pick a brokerage simply because of the commission split. And commission is very, very important, but people that ask what my commission is, what they're really saying is, what's my brokerage going to take from me? And when you're brand new and you're coming out of school and you don't know anything about real estate, you don't even know what questions to ask, we need to reverse that. You don't need to be asking, what's my brokerage going to take? You need to be asking, what's my brokerage going to give me? Because what you need more than anything, even more than money, is skills, knowledge, and experience. Because if I just gave you $10,000, you'd go out and spend it, right? But if I showed you how to make $10,000, then you can duplicate that over and over again. And just because you have a great commission split does not give you the training and knowledge and experience that you need as a new agent. The reason these mistakes lead to these huge failure rates in the industry is because most brokerages are set up about the same way. Each brokerage has a broker, and that broker goes out and gets a real estate agent, and that real estate agent sells a house. Part of the commission goes to that agent, and part of the commission goes to that broker. If I want to be a successful broker, then I need to go out and get as many agents as I can get to join my company. The more agents I have selling houses, the more money I make as a broker. So the big brokerages, the big brands, and the successful brokerages that actually make money have to have about 50 to 150 agents in their office. Anything below that in the brokerage itself likely isn't very profitable, and the broker has to sell real estate to actually pay the bills. So what we see is a natural 80-20 rule where the top 20% is over here and they're selling all the houses, making all the money, making $100,000 to $300,000 a year. And then you have the bottom 80% that flounder and quit every single year. If I'm this brand new agent and I'm jumping up and down saying, someone please help me, train me, I want to make money, I need to sell a house, The only person who cares if I'm successful is the broker, because they're the only ones who share in the profit. The problem is that broker might have 50 to 150 agents to worry about. They can't train me even if they wanted to. There's not enough time in the day. And statistically, they know there's an 80% chance I'm not even going to be here a year from now. Not an 80% chance that I'm not going to be doing great, but an 80% chance I won't even be in the industry a year from now. So their job is not really to train you. Their job is to find your replacement, to find someone else to come in and pay all the fees that they charge you to be there. So you can't ask the broker because they're too busy or they're trying to find your replacement. You can't ask the guy next to you because they've been there for a month. They don't know what they're doing. You can't ask the next guy because they've been there a year and they're about to quit. They're not any help. And really, you can't ask the top 20%, the people who should be able to train you and should be helping you, because real estate is a zero-sum game. So if I sell a house, you can't sell that house. So if I'm a top producer selling 50 houses a year and you're selling 5, you're selling 5 houses that I could be selling. So I don't even want you in the industry. You come ask me a question, I'm going to tell you to go Google it or go read a book. So what we see is this competitive environment, even within their own company. No one's helping anyone and no one's sharing any information or knowledge. And that's what causes people to fail at such a high rate. And so eventually what we see is the top 20% get tired of giving that broker any money. They come over here, they bring 3 of their friends, and they start their own company. And then we have the part-time and the new people, the bottom 80%, that quit every single year. We see a revolving door in all these big brokerages. Almost every 2 years, it's a whole new brokerage. Even the broker is different sometimes because most of them are for hire. And if they don't make their recruiting numbers, they'll get fired as well. So Kevo knew if we were going to grow at the rate we wanted to grow and have the success that we wanted to have, we had to fix this problem in these brokerages of people quitting and not helping each other. So very simple what we did. We took our top earners, our top 20%, and we plugged them into our new people so they had mentors on day one. If you have a question and it's 6 o'clock on a Friday night and you're writing your first offer and you don't even know where to put the buyer's name or the price or anything because you've never done this before, you don't have to fight for time with the broker. You pick up the phone and you call your mentor. And they're going to answer because if you sell that house, they're going to make $800 or $1,000. So the key is that mentor is held accountable for your success and financially incentivized to help you succeed. Kevo takes their portion of the commission, chops it up, and pays that person for training you. Kevo knows we're going to make way less money per transaction, but we're going to have way more transactions. And this is a volume game. So the more transactions we have, the more people are learning, the more branding we have as a company. Because we got a lot of really great people in this company, but if I want someone to do something, I have to pay them. If I want my top producers to show all my brand new agents everything they know, I have to pay them for that knowledge. And what that does is it creates this mentor-mentee relationship that allows our brand new agents to have success right away. It cuts our learning curve in half. And we found 2 statistics recently that shows the success of this relationship. When you are in your first year of having a real estate license, the state considers you a provisional sales associate. Kevo Properties has the most provisional sales associates of any office in the state. We have the most new people of any office in the state. And when you combine that with the fact that we are the 4th largest in actual sales production in Oklahoma City, we're the newest sales force in the state, and we're the 4th largest sales force in production in the city, it shows you our brand new people are selling stuff right away. In most brokerages, it's the top 20% that carry the bottom 80% in sales. At Kevo, it's reversed. The bottom 80%, the new and the part-time people, carry the top 20% when it comes to sales. And I use myself as an example. In my biggest year of sales, I sold 47 houses. This year I'll sell 3 or 4. And so the key is I have to show other people how to sell 47 houses. Otherwise, our sales are going to go down, not up. The new and the part-time people are getting all the attention, getting all the sales in Kevo, and that's what allows our new people to have success right away. Kevo is built for new and part-time agents, and the way we can facilitate new and part-time agents better than any other brokerages is a couple of different ways. The first way is Kevo Properties has no fees, and this might sound like a normal thing, right? Like what company would charge me fees to work for them, right? But most brokerages know you're not going to sell anything, so they have to charge you fees every month, every quarter, every year, because they got to get money out of you today. Kevo Properties puts our money where our mouth is when it comes to our training. If we don't show you how to sell something, we don't make any money. You can trust that everything we say, everything we tell you to do, every training we give you is gonna work because we don't have any other revenue. The only time we make money is when you sell something. I like to compare this. Imagine if you could get a gym membership, but you didn't have to pay until after you lost 10 pounds. Who wouldn't join that gym, right? It's a no-brainer. But every other brokerage is like every other gym where they charge you 40 or 80 or 100 bucks a month, whether you show up or not, right? They hope you don't show up because then you're just gonna get in everyone's way. Think about if another company tells you how great their training is, but then they gotta charge you fees to be there, what are they really saying? They're really saying, I know you're gonna fail, so give me 80 bucks. Next, Kevo Properties has a processing team. When I started out, I was part-time and I managed people. I was away from my desk a lot. I couldn't take phone calls, text messages, emails all day long, so I thought that I would have trouble working with my clients. And what I found was most of my clients also work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so they want to look at houses after 5 and on the weekends, same time I'm available. The problem is once I got a house under contract, everyone else wants to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like the title company, the lender, the inspector, the appraiser, the other realtor, they all want to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 when I'm not available. So when I got a house under contract, I referred it over to our processing team and they're going to handle everything from contract to close. So they're going to get any missing signatures on any of the documents. They're going to set up files with the title company and the lender. They're going to schedule my inspections if I want them to. And all I have to do is maintain communication with my client, show up to the inspections if I want to, and show up to closing. And I always tell people, on your first day with Kevo Properties, you have a leg up on 75% of the agents who have only sold 6 houses because you have a processor who's done thousands of transactions, and you have a mentor who's done dozens or hundreds of transactions, and you have both their cell phones and both their jobs are to make sure you sell stuff. Next, Kevo Properties has a sales system. Most other brokerages, when you join them, they're going to tell you, call all your friends, call all your family, and tell them you're an agent. And that's not a helpful training program. That's not a system that can be followed, that can be duplicated. Kevo Properties has a system that's designed to show our brand new agents how to go from no sales skills, no real estate experience, to earning $100,000 a year within 24 months. And that's what we're trying to show people how to do. And the key is that it's a duplicatable, simple sales system that anyone can learn and then anyone can teach, and that's the key. I like to compare it to McDonald's. Imagine if you go to McDonald's here in Oklahoma and then go to McDonald's in China and you order a Big Mac, you're gonna get the exact same hamburger in China as you're getting here in Oklahoma. And it's because they have a system that is simple to follow and easy to duplicate. And that's what we're trying to create here, is a sales system that anyone with any experience and any background can step into and have the exact same predictable success. Make sure you pick a brokerage that fits you where you're at in your career. If you're brand new or you're coming in part-time, you need to find a brokerage that can facilitate you. One that has a sales system to follow, one that has a processing team to help you do paperwork, one that has no fees, so if you don't sell anything this month, you don't have to pay them money, and one that has a mentor that shows you how to go be successful in real estate. And so I'll wrap it up with this. If you guys are thinking about getting your real estate license, just do it. You're never going to be mad that you have your real estate license. It's a no-brainer. Get your real estate license. Secondly, if you're thinking about doing this as a part-time career or a new career change, I challenge you guys to come on to Kevo Properties. Come to Kevo Properties for 6 months. Do everything we tell you to do. Follow the system. Be coachable. Work the system. Work with your mentor. And if you can look yourself in the mirror after 6 months and say, I did everything I was supposed to, and I'm not where they said I would be, then you should quit because we don't deserve you. But I know what's going to happen to you is what happened to me. When I got here, I realized A, how little I knew about real estate, and B, I saw how much time and energy and effort my mentor poured into me and allowed me to be successful. It changed my life, changed my family's life, allowed me to do things that I never thought that I would be able to do, and now that's my job. I want to find someone who hates their job, someone who's not making enough money, someone who's underappreciated, and I want to show them what someone showed me, which is how to build something for yourself and depend on yourself. Because if you're going to work your butt off, you might as well work your butt off for yourself and stop making someone else rich. So I challenge you guys to come on to Kevo Properties, and I know when you get here, you're never going to leave.
Please welcome Mr. Steve Burris.
I was born
right here in Oklahoma City, just about a mile from where I currently live now, at 9313 Mailer Place in the Village. My dad was such a hard worker, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. She stayed at home and didn't go to work until I was almost 16 years old. And I really thought what my dad did was the key to being successful in business. My dad showed up early, he stayed late, and then I thought the company would take care of my dad. They sure didn't. And then as I started working for corporate America, I realized they weren't going to take care of me either. So I bought my first flip house in 1993, and after 5 months of working on that house, I sold it and I made around about $8,000 profit, which was huge to my family. My realtor, though, listed the house. She made almost $2,500, and I thought she never got even dirty, and all she did was put a sign up, is what I thought. Thought it looked easy. So I got my license. 6 months later, I quit my job, was doing real estate, trying to do it full time, and after 2 years, I was terrible. I actually owed my brokerage money. I had to go back, get a job. I never gave up on the idea that I could become a really good agent. Over the next 4 years, I really dug in and self-taught and learned the secrets of the business. I developed a new way I could sell homes while keeping my full-time job and make an extra $30,000 a year, which was huge because it was almost as much as I was making in my full-time job. 6 years later, after doing the business, I was making $50,000 to $80,000 a year. My wife and I realized, hey, we really had something, and so many other agents were failing, we thought we needed to offer our system. So in 2010, with only 3 agents, I began training those agents and teaching our system. Well, I have always believed that if I could teach other people how to make money and take care of their own bills, I knew I'd never have to worry about my own. This is the Kevo way. Our agents teach our new agents how the business really works and teaches them the secrets of how to make money. If you've watched this video, it means you already have an interest. Don't talk yourself out of this. You can do this. If other people have done it, hundreds have done it, why not you? So take your first step, enroll in real estate school, and get started. We are going to be right here with you every step of the way.